Alright guys, farmer's wife here. I thought I'd come down here. I did take yesterday off just to help out with some paperwork, but I ended up with the kids more than I was down here. There wasn't much for me to do down here, but I'd come down and give you my thoughts on this whole thing. I just can't believe that it's down on the ground. We did have some fairly big wind gusts come through, and that's the only thing we can think of right now is what happened. You can see it's really windy right now. We had a blizzard come through here, or a snow squall, I guess they said. 35 plus mile an hour winds, and you can see this part's still standing. So I'm not sure what happened. I don't know. You know, we're waiting for insurance to come. Alright, well, it was getting windy out there. I thought I'd come back against the back wall, stand a little bit and talk. So yeah, we are waiting for the insurance company to come. The one guy was here, but they're sending an engineer out, and we're not allowed to do anything until they get here. We can't start bracing anything more than just the front wall here. We can't be up in the trusses, obviously, and we can't be working any more than what we've done so far until the engineer gets here. You can see we did re-brace the front I-beam, so we have that done, but back here along the back wall, all of the metal bracing back there is bent as well. So I've been talking to some people around this area, and we had some really huge gusts of wind come through. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, just unbelievable. So, but you know what? Sure, there's a reason for it. And we'll just build back stronger and continue to pray that these trusses stay up, or you know, if we take those down too, we'd take those down. I know the bracing over on that side, we had it lag down into the driveway over there, and those got pulled up as well. So I just can't believe it. So this is where we're at, but my husband's been making phone calls and trying to get things moving, but right now we're at the mercy of the insurance company, and basically our guy told us just to pray until people get out here. Pray that the rest of it stands and nothing else falls down. But yeah, can't explain it, but like I said, we are getting up to 35 mile an hour gusts coming down around here, and we had a snow squall come through. It was just ridiculously crazy, and called him again to let him know, you know, we have a lot of wind, and he said sit tight. So that's what we're doing, sitting tight. We're trying to get our everything weatherproofed as much as we can. And wait. Now we're playing the waiting game. On a more positive note, this building's still standing. This is the White House that we've been working on. You can see we have the reset lighting in, several of those. We are going to put two more in right in here. That's where our island's going to be for our kitchen. You have your sink. Probably put the refrigerator over on this wall. But one thing it's been really neat to see is the boys coming down to help Eric down here. My oldest son, Justin, drilled all the holes for the wire. He measured it, made sure everything was level, And he just did a phenomenal job for a 12-year-old, I think.
He'll be 13 here.
He'll be 13. Gosh, he'll be 13 in April. And then my youngest son has been helping out with tools. He has all the tools lined up here. And when Eric needs something, he asks for it by name or by color. And Jaden's able to come pick it out for him and hand it to him. So that's pretty exciting too. But yeah, we have the laundry room studded out. So all we need is some insulation in here and drywall, and this will be ready to go. We have power in there. Installing the reset light up here. So once you get them in, you want to make sure they slide nice.
And that way when I hook a wire up here, we want to be able to, so if you want to get it a little bit more centered to the room, you can move it a little bit.
So just to give more lighting in the kitchen, we're going to skip over. So you'll have the one above the sink, and then you'll have two offset behind it for where we're going to put our island. Drill the hole for the wires to go through. So we put a double switch in there that will run the ceiling fan, and then we'll run the wires up and over. One other thing that you want to think about when you're putting in electrical work, when you're putting in switches around a doorway that's going to get some molding, you need to give yourself a little extra room. So just a short piece of 2x4 will give you that extra room so that you can still get your door frame in and the molding around and have enough room for all of that and your light switch cover. This one over here we didn't have to worry about molding because this is just going to be a walk-through. It's not going to be a doorway. So we didn't have to worry about the extra room for that one. With new construction like this, one thing that you're given, you want to give yourself a little bit of extra laxity in the wire when you're running your lights. That way you can move your reset lighting one way or the other when you're putting the drywall in. So we're starting at the farthest light and wire that one first. And then we'll work our way back over.
Again, give yourself lots of room with your light wire. Slide.
So just a quick story here. This coffee can is from I don't know, 4 houses ago. We were doing some renovations and Eric and I were working together. We had our quick connects in it. And just seeing that brought back a lot of memories. We did a lot of house projects together back at that house, from drywall to painting. We put in a marble bathroom floor with a wet saw and wood flooring and all sorts of stuff. So this is bringing back memories to before kids. A lot of the stuff that we did together back then.
Travels.
So you can see that light can travel back and forth.
And then once you get it set where you want it, you tighten the screw up and that's where it's going to go.
But giving yourself extra leeway in that wire allows you to be able to move it. But when you're doing one light like this, the wire connectors are better. So
Wire nuts.
or wire nuts rather than connectors, sorry.
And then we could twist it a little bit and you're done. Tuck that guy in. Some will put notch tape around them yet, but if they're done right. You don't want to turn them too tight because you can actually twist them and cause damage, but Don't put dry up until you use them a while, because once the drywall's up, you gotta.
Pain in the butt to pull them back out.
There's no power because we don't hook to the switch yet. I will do all the lights first, and then the last thing you do is hook to the power. Tuck everything nice and neat. And if you want to hand me a light bulb, and then I want to come back up the ladder.
Let's put some construction ones in before we put the
This is a cheap bulb.
fancy ones in. Just to give us light in here. But we don't have any power to it quite yet.
So
Put the light bulbs in,
I want
so-
it center up here, or I want it tight against here. I can still move it. Tighten the cord. We'll pull that back over to the next one. We do it where we want to go. Put our light back over here a little bit. On your row. These in here. Does it work today?
We didn't have that nice stuff back when I was helping you.
Well, every time you look for something new. Now I need another one of those metal nut things.
Over here. So anyway, that's just a little bit of what we're up to. A little bit of what's going on down here. Keeping our minds busy doing other projects since we're not allowed to do anything over at the barn or the machinery shed. All right, so there you have it. We have the lights that'll go above the island on. They're working. The light switch.
Lights all over now.
Lots of light. That's always nice. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. A little bit of everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly.